Sounding exquisite.
Oh shit, we back again. What's up, what's happening? Come to the party and bring a friend. Fuck it, I'm bringing 10. Ooh, trying to chat a 10. Big boy trying to chat a 10. She said I was catchy. I said, yo, tap him in.
Touchdown!
Double cup, wow, I stuck smile when I puff loud. I touch clouds, catch touchdowns in my mind now, cause I'm zoned out. On a porch couch in the Zod cloud. 2 coughs and I'm back now. 2 coughs and I'm packed out. Somebody give me a drink before I gotta sit down. I'm making hits now with a smooth style.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Riley Puddin Peters, coming to you live with the doctor, defensive backs quality control coach, Preston Rowe. This is the Trash Talk Tailgate, and it is Tuesday. We have all of the NFL games finally wrapped up. It's time to talk about them. But first, let's get to one of the bigger news stories leading into today. That's Florida has finally axed head coach Billy Napier.
Yep.
A little bit of college before our NFL. But another
after a win.
Yeah, well, I saw this thing where it was like essentially it was a member of like the ESPN press, can't remember who, but they were like, before last week's game or before this game against Mississippi
State.
Yeah. They were like, if you're a college and you have informed your board of trustees and your donors that you're going to fire your coach, and you've told the players you're going to fire your coach, but you're going to let him stay and play like one more game instead of moving on, you're probably a terribly run college.
Yeah.
And, there was obviously but everybody had a feeling that they were talking about Florida with Billy Napier. And that seems to be exactly what he was talking about, as they let him play or let him coach one more game and then axe him.
Yeah. So I feel like this has been kind of on the radar for a while. We talked about it going back to last year. I know we talked about how crazy Florida's schedule was last year and how Billy was on the hot seat and could he survive that schedule. He had a very similar schedule this year, but last year he went on a 4-game winning streak to end the year when everyone thought he was dead in the water, and so that kind of bought him some time. And then over the spring, during spring training and during spring ball, the star quarterback DJ Lagway got hurt, wasn't really able to get the proper reps with all of his young receivers, and I think that kind of showed early on this season. And then losing to USF, getting blasted by Miami, they were able to kind of salvage some things a little bit over the huge win against Texas, even though Texas has looked like dog shit most of the year.
Yeah.
Look, man, it was reported that when they went on that 4-game winning streak at the end of the year, the athletic director was like, okay, we're not going to fire you yet, but you're supposed to be this offensive guru. He was an offensive coordinator, had success at Louisiana in the Sun Belt Conference as an offensive guy. But when you become a head coach of a major program like that, you need to delegate and allocate responsibilities to the rest of your staff and be more of a CEO. And it was reported that the athletic director, Scott Strickland, was like, hey, we're not going to fire you, but go out and hire an offensive coordinator, because Billy called his own plays. And Billy was like, okay, cool, I'm going to do that. And then he just never fucking did it. And they never said anything about it.
What a guy. He's like, listen, you can fire me. I'm calling my own plays.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of respect that. Get him out of here, though. With that being said, is Florida the most interesting free job available?
So we've got Florida. We've got Penn State.
Yep.
We think Auburn will come open. We think Florida State will probably come open. Wisconsin's probably another one that will come open. And then Virginia Tech obviously is open.
Yeah.
Right now, I think Florida is the most attractive job. It's Florida, man. You can win national championships there. And, we saw the success they had with Urban Meyer, Steve Spurrier going back way before that. And even with Dan Mullen, they almost made the college football playoff with Dan Mullen until that kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Florida, man. You know how much talent is in the state of Florida.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
so easy to
ridiculous
recruit.
amount of talent in your
It's so
own
easy.
backyard.
Yeah, it's right there, dude. You don't even have to take a trip of any kind to go recruit some of the best athletes in the world, but definitely in the country.
No.
And yeah, so I mean, right now the guarantee opens, like you said, we got Florida, we got Penn State, we got Virginia
Tech.
we got UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I feel like it's definitely got to be like Florida, Penn State, Virginia Tech is the top 3 open jobs right now. See, I think,
agree.
the thing about the Virginia Tech job is that everyone and their mom apparently missed that Virginia Tech is putting like fucking an extra 100 million almost into their football program this year. And a lot of people are missing that. And so I'm like, people keep talking about how, the Virginia Tech job doesn't seem that good because they don't have money. And I'm like, you obviously missed the news.
Yeah.
So I feel like that one puts it in third. Like a job like UCLA, it's just not traditionally a powerhouse of any kind.
And you're in the Big Ten. You're going to be like towards the bottom of the Big Ten. Florida, you obviously are in the SEC, but you can get those elite level athletes from the state of Florida. And you have a winning tradition there. Like you have a proof of concept that we can win national championships here at Florida.
Yeah. Now UCLA, you're right, Lee. UCLA is on that underdog arc. They're always trying. But if you're a guy that's trying to find a place to go and restart a dynasty, a destiny, like James Franklin, or someone like that's in the coaching swirl, I feel like Florida, Virginia Tech, those two. I mean, obviously James Franklin's not going back to Penn State, so Florida, Virginia Tech. I feel like got to be his 2 options, and I don't know. I mean, the SEC is fun if you want to be a big coach, but I feel like Florida is a job for, like you said, someone like Lane Kiffin, like someone that's already at a program that's doing pretty well, like not necessarily someone that's just got fired and kind of has to rebuild their name. And that's why I'm like, I mean, I know you said it. I know you've been vibrating about it, but James Franklin, Virginia Tech would just make too much sense.
It makes too much sense. Yeah. It makes too much fucking sense, which is why we're not going to do it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's just we don't make good decisions. Riley, do you know why we're all of a sudden having to throw all this extra money into the football program?
It's because you were in the bottom quarter of the ACC in team funding the past like 5 years, I think.
Because for the past you're right, but for the past 15 years, we said, hey, let's not give money to football anymore. Yeah. This thing that has made us nationally relevant and has made the school and the university where it is today, let's just stop funding it. Yeah. You know that football program that was on the doorstep of winning a national championship with Michael Vick, and was fucking won, was one of the best, most consistent programs in the country in the 2000s. That football program? Yeah, fuck it. Let's stop fundraising and funding for it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just trust that they're going to keep doing what they're doing,
and let's just see what happens.
Yeah, and we saw. So now they're in catch-up mode, but that's it.
Sad. It's a sad state of affairs. I do think Florida, Lane Kiffin does need to probably be your first call. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Lane Kiffin would take that job though. Because I've said this before, I think he's perfect for Ole Miss.
Yeah, he's also put a lot of work in there, and I feel like it'd be crazy for him to just up and leave to go to like a parallel SEC team.
I mean, it is Florida. Florida is historically better than Ole Miss, like in terms of a football program. But I don't like Lane Kiffin is a different dude.
Yeah.
He fucking trolls people on Twitter. Like, you don't see football coaches doing that.
No.
You know, like he's just different, and he's got a sense of humor that not a lot of other people in the coaching profession have. And I don't know if Florida would tolerate that. I mean, you tolerate a lot if you're winning, but
Right.
you know, would he win as big as they probably expect him to win at Florida? Which is why, like, at Ole Miss, you don't have that pressure and expectation of we need to win a national championship. At Ole Miss, you can stay there for 10 years, win 10, 11 games a year, and they'll build you a fucking statue.
True.
So,
True.
I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know who really should take that Florida job. Like, off the top of my head, like, that's such a weird seat to be in, because, like, obviously the team, you know, after Billy Napier going to be fired, you know, after the 30-day transfer window that all the players have, we'll see what that team looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But you're starting kind of down already in the SEC with a team that's gonna have one of the hardest schedules in the country, because that's yeah, nice. Yeah, honestly, I know that was going into court. I do wonder what happened. I mean, it's probably a settlement thing. He actually had a really interesting case against them that was probably going to be successful. So I imagine he probably settled and got money out of them. But yeah, dude, nah, that's who Ole Miss Should go out and just put him everywhere. Just be like, look at this dude. Don't ask any questions about him, but look at this dude. Please don't ask any questions. But wasn't he great, dude? Have you ever seen that movie? Sandra Bullock kills it.
Yeah.
Please don't ask any questions.
No, absolutely not.
But yeah, I mean, for Florida, who knows?
You could call Drink. You know, we talked about with Penn State. I think Drink would be a good option. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like Florida. I don't think Florida fans would be excited about James Franklin, because you know, to me, like, yeah, James Franklin was in the Big Ten. He was having to compete with Ohio State and, you know, Michigan and now Oregon every single year, and those were legit national title contenders, and those are hard teams to beat consistently. But Florida fans, all they're going to see is, he was 4-21 against top 25 or against top 10 teams, and they're going to be like, we're better than him. He's not good enough for Florida. But when your program is in such disarray, sometimes you can't go from being dog shit to a national title contender overnight. You have to raise the floor of the program. Yeah. And that is what James Franklin would do. He would raise the floor of a program to be very, very consistent. Now, could he win a national title? I don't know. But he would raise the floor.
Yeah, I mean, he's a monster recruiter. Put him home based out of Florida. And I don't know, man. I think you'll see some, you know, I mean, we talked about it the last time we talked about James Franklin and how he, you know, from Pennsylvania ended up dominating Virginia in the recruiting game.
Yep.
Like, put him in Florida. I think he could turn it around. I agree, dude. I feel like Florida, that's the problem also with Florida, is like they have that air, dude. They were once a dynasty, you know? And so they think that they are still that dynasty, when the reality is they could barely still be that dynasty.
Ooh, I like that thinker.
I agree. That's a fucking crazy first call for them too. Like, straight out, because I mean, if there's any coach that's going to come in and just completely rewrite everything you're going to do, it's Brent Key. And I mean, he seems like a loyal kind of guy. He's got a lot of ties to Georgia Tech, so it might be hard to pry. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, he's a loyal guy. He's got deep ties to Georgia Tech. So, you know, that's probably the big reason why he wouldn't leave. But if he did leave, I mean, if he was ever gonna leave Georgia Tech, you know, obviously he has this phenomenal team this year. He's not gonna leave this year, you know, whatever, he's playing out this season. But at the end of this, he's most likely losing his star quarterback. gonna lose, I think, like 3 at least of the offensive line they have this year. He's gonna lose one of his better wide receivers. I think he's losing his running back. I think Hayes is coming out as well.
Yeah.
And then his star linebacker, who is their best defensive player, Effort, who's just everywhere, like on their defense. I mean, he's losing a lot of his team this year. So if there's ever gonna be a time where Brett Key would leave Georgia Tech,
it would be this year.
it would be at the end.
Yeah. Dinker gets it. No,
Yep.
I mean,
that's fair.
I don't know, man. Like, obviously, like a job like Florida, you have to consider it. You have to consider, taking a job like that. But it's just, that's your alma mater.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's the thing. Like, if he wasn't a Georgia Tech guy, I would be like, I think you might take that.
Yeah.
But because it's Georgia Tech and because that's where he's from and his school, I don't think he leaves.
I mean, that dude's a former lineman. That motherfucker is loyal to the soil. So
yeah,
I think it'd be smart, and I'd like to see him do it. But yeah, you're right, dude. And you're right, Dinker. Once Haynes King is gone, Georgia Tech is gonna regress. There's no way. Like, unless they go out and they find some other stud somewhere, which can happen, but it's going to be hard. Those are some clown-sized shoes to fill, truly, dude. And you're right. If he flames out, they'll probably take him back. But I don't know, man. That's an offensive lineman. They tend to be loyal to the soil. So I think if they get him, I'd love to see the payday that comes with it, because that is the only. It's got to be like one of the biggest things that they're going to be able to pry him with is just a check that makes your eyes water.
Yeah.
Like, really, dude.
And Florida can pay it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, they can do it. I mean, besides that, who else? I mean, I think Brett Key is a good pick, sniping him out. Tony Elliott could be a good pick. I'm just thinking about other top ACC teams. I mean, he's had a weird spot at Virginia, but he's turned them around to be successful this year. I mean, if he would be he'd honestly kind of be a good snipe. I bet you if you offered him even a decent bag, he'd get the fuck out of Charlottesville.
Yeah, I don't think Florida would offer him.
Yeah, I mean,
Will Stein, the offensive coordinator at Oregon, who's done a really good job there.
Yeah.
You
think Florida? Oh, Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia, dude. You think they're gonna try to get him?
No, I don't think so.
They're like, you know what? We'll gamble. We'll gamble in a second head coach run.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's crazy. This is a very, very, very high profile job. I think there's going to be more of these jobs come open before the end of the year. It's crazy. I do like that Brent Key shout. I really think that's a good one.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get on to the real thing that we
NFL.
Want to talk about. Yes, sir. This is Tuesday. We are here for the NFL.
Yep.
The top of the charts are really just a bunch of games that were what they were, right? You had the Rams and the Jaguars. I think the point of this game to me, outside of everything, there's only one stat in this whole game that really fucking makes me go, because you typically look at third down efficiency, but both these teams were dog. I mean, both those sides of 2-2, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
This right here, 13 penalties for 119 yards. That led to, this was another big one, 8 first down for penalties for LA. I mean, if you want to look at a game where you go 2-6 on fourth down, then give up 113 yards in penalties and give 8 first downs to a team, that's 2 of 8 on third down efficiency, or 2 of 10 on third down efficiency. Like, that's just crazy. Devious work out of them.
The Jaguars were 3 of 15 on third down.
Yeah.
They punted the ball 10 times.
Yep.
And they turned the ball over on downs 4 times.
Yeah. 4 turnovers downs are crazy.
That's insane. Like, that is the definition of offensive inefficiency, of just leaving your defense out to dry, doing absolutely nothing. And Matthew Stafford took full advantage, dog. He threw 5 touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, let's shout out the Rams defense. I mean, they got 7 sacks, 5 tackles for a loss. They had 11 quarterback hits, 10 pass deflections. Dude, they were all over the field on the Jaguars. And this was the first game where Travis Hunter actually broke 100 yards receiving, which is kind of crazy.
He also had his first touchdown.
Yeah. So in a game where it looked like for a moment, or, in the beginning, I mean, it was just a slog, right, dude? It was a rainy day out in London.
Yep.
Early for everyone. No one even watched it. No one even watched Trevor Lawrence try his hardest and just fail. Thank God. But also, no one watched Matthew Stafford throw 5 touchdowns, which is also sad.
I mean, look, man, Matthew Stafford, in the last 4 games, he's thrown 12 touchdowns and no interceptions. He's been playing really, really good ball, man.
Dude,
and Trevor Lawrence, dog, how many times did you see Travis Hunter or Brian Thomas Jr. wide open and Trevor Lawrence just missed him or didn't see him and took a sack? Like, something is wrong with this Jaguars offense, man.
Yeah, they got some communication issues, dude. They can't figure shit out.
No.
I mean, once you get under that kind of heat, it's hard to operate, man. You start getting heat. They put it on. You start thinking too much, doing stupid stuff in the back. So, I feel like you see a lot of that out of this Jaguars team. Once you start heating them up, they start freaking out. Like if you don't put pressure on them, they'll eat you alive. But as soon as you start putting pressure on them, it goes to shit pretty quick for them. So. I don't know, man. That's a problem you got to figure out there. You got to get your offensive linemen to fucking talk to each other.
Communication, Riley. It's very important.
Dude. I mean, they were only in London. It's not even like they had to speak another language. That'd be fucking stupid, dude. Imagine if you played in Berlin. They're like, dude, you got to speak German. I'm sorry. I don't know. You guys got to talk.
That'd be very dumb.
That'd be so fucking crazy. But yeah, no, dude, this team might as well be doing that, dude. But I mean, really, at the end of the day, it was just a master class for the Rams. However you want to put it, dude. Their defense played great. Their offense came out lights out. Complimentary football to the max. 35-7 is the final result. I mean, that's all it is.
The Rams are now 5-2. It's their best record since. Do you know it, Riley?
The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl. When they won the Super Bowl in 2021. That is correct.
All right.
They look good, man.
Moving on, we got the Bears beating the Saints. I mean, this was just a running game, dude. This was just the Bears were like, Caleb, no. I mean, dude, they really were, dude. They were like, hey, no. we're gonna hand the ball off. You're good.
Because, look, dog, the Saints defense is not good. They don't have a whole lot of talent on this roster, and Spencer Rattler is having to do a lot of stuff on his own and playing hero ball. And sometimes it works, but Sunday it did not. He had 4 total turnovers, and it really, really cost him, man. He had 3 interceptions, 1 fumble lost. And the Bears, they ran the ball, man. They just ran the ball right down the throat. They averaged 5.6 yards a carry. That'll do it.
That'll do it, dude. And that's that's the team balance. The 2 running backs that got most of the carries, they both averaged over 6. They averaged over 5 as a team, counting everybody, and that includes Caleb Williams going backwards technically a couple times. So, yeah, I mean, both running backs averaging over 6 yards, both running backs being very close to, DeAndre Swift, he had 124 yards. He was over 100. But Kyle Managai, he was at 81.
Manungai.
He is at 81. So, I mean, right there in the 100 game, 6 yards average. Both of them had a touchdown. What else do you want, man? They just lined it up. Score it. And then besides that, dude, everyone wishes they had Jake Moody on their fantasy team this week.
Yeah.
I mean, as if you needed a kicker this week and you went out and got a random Jake Moody, you had a great game because this was a field goal game.
The 49ers cut him.
I
Remember?
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude. He had some weird troubles at the end of last year, but Jake Moody was incredibly consistent.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing about kickers is that like it really like one bad game and you can lose your job, and I feel like that's always crazy. It's like there's some really good kickers that just kind of got ousted for like a couple. I mean, yes, crucial game losing kicks. You know, it tends to be stuff like that they get fired for. But at the same time, dude, like there's some kickers that lost their job because of some crazy, like Young Ho Koo in fucking Atlanta. Like
Mhm.
he had some bad fucking missed kicks. I know. At that time, your fucking team was not that great, anyways. They were still trying to figure themselves out.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like it was his fucking fault. If you're losing a game because of a last minute field goal, that means that there's bigger issues than just your fucking field goal kicker. I promise you.
Mhm.
And
And
you know, he's out there doing well.
and Riley, to your point about Young Ho, like I mean, the last 2 or 3 years, the Falcons have had all this talent. They've had Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London. Haven't done shit with it offensively. He's been their only consistent scorer.
Score. Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you want to blame Young Hoku for missing 1 kick or 2 kicks, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
get your
really,
fucking offense fixed. You
yeah,
got
dude.
all that talent. Get that shit figured out.
Cutting a consistent kicker for like 3 missed kicks is insane.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like one game. You're like, dude, he had a bad day.
Mhm.
Like, I get that you guys lost. Don't blame your kicker. Like, don't fire your kicker.
I mean, I also want to point this out, Riley, because we love defense here. We love
Yep.
Bubs. You got to shout out the Bears defense, man. I get
Yep.
it. It's the Saints, and they don't have a whole lot of talent offensively. But they had 4 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, and 9 pass deflections, along with 7 quarterback hits. They made Spencer Rattler's life hell.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're playing a young quarterback that's trying to figure it, you know, he's in an offense that's trying to figure themselves out, dude. Put a little fucking pressure on them and watch the magic happen. Because it's more than just those pressures. I mean, those pressures led to those 3 interceptions, man. Like, just that, it's that same thing we just talked about with the Jaguars, dude. Once you put heat on anyone, you start playing crazy. And Spencer Rattler's young, man. He's not a perfect quarterback, so he's going to make mistakes. And this is one of those games. You really don't see that kind of inefficiency out of him ever. So, you know, I hope the Saints don't do some dumb shit like try to bench him. I saw some fans being like, we should bench Spencer Rattler. Let's put Tyler Show in. Like, you don't. He's 27 and a rookie, dude. Do not put Tyler Show in.
So before this game, I saw like some prominent NFL people that I respect, that I like and respect. I don't like a lot of them, and I don't respect most of them, but there are some that I do respect. And they were saying like, oh, if Spencer Rattler was a first-round pick, we'd be saying he's a franchise quarterback because he's played like it with all the shitty circumstances surrounding him.
Yeah.
So he's had 1 bad game against a really good Bears defense. Like, dog, you got to give them time to grow and develop. Don't bench Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, you also got to like, you can't bench a dude for like the rest of his team just not being that great. I mean, they have a very inconsistent offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many problems going on there. Blaming it on Spencer Rattler, it's almost as stupid as blaming it on the kicker.
Exactly.
So it makes a little bit more sense because he's the quarterback, but it is still stupid.
It's very stupid.
All right, let's move on from that. 26-14 was the final score in that one. Closer than it should be, honestly. Bears really, they have trouble scoring at the end of the day.
It's almost like Caleb's not that good either.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to 2 other teams that aren't that good. Let's talk about this Dolphins versus Browns game where Keyshawn Judkins goes for 3 touchdowns with only 3.4 average per carry. What a guy, dude. Dude, the story is Tua turned the ball over. I mean,
Tua had as many interceptions as Quinshawn had touchdowns. 3.
Yeah. He also put the ball on the deck 3 times. He didn't lose all of them, but he did put the ball on the deck 3 times.
Look, man, he just loves giving people the ball, man. He loves giving out gifts.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
He's very, very. Yep, Tua turned the ball over.
Dinker gets it.
Dinker's right there with us.
And
Listen, dude, get him. He's obviously he's not seeing ghosts. He's seeing stars. Every time he's out there, he can't tell if he's throwing at a Cowboys player or what, and he wasn't even playing the Cowboys this game.
He's in the. Dog. He went to the Shadow Realm. He's been to the Shadow Realm a few times.
Oh, he got banished, dude. I think he might be permanently in the Shadow Realm. But that's really, dude, like the story of this game. We talked about it in our Friday 7:30 predictions stream last week when we were preparing for this game, talking about this game. Yeah, right. I saw that. I see that, Dinker. We were talking about when we were picking this, and when I picked the Browns, my whole point was that this defense was just going to be better. Like whatever it was, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter what the offenses were going to have to say for this game. I think the Cleveland Browns defense is just so much better than every other unit that was going to touch the field in this game.
Yeah.
It's true. It happened, man. They got 4 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, 6 pass deflections, 6 quarterback hits, and a defensive touchdown. Tyson Campbell.
Dog. Yeah, this Browns defense is fucking legit. That they're one of the best defensive units in all of football, the entire league. It's just their offense. Their offense isn't explosive. They grind out drives, which causes them to stall out a lot. It just, But when you turn the ball over like the Dolphins did and keep giving the offense short fields, they're going to make you pay for it. And you're going to lose that game. You can't turn the ball over at that rate and expect to win that game. You just can't.
Yeah, this game shows all the hallmark signs of that exact problem too. In a game that was 31-6 as a final score, which is a significant butt kicking. The total yards were within 10 yards of each other. Mm-hmm. A lot of the stats were very similar. Time of possession, Cleveland Brown had like a 3-minute advantage on that, but really not that crazy. 28-31. Very, very. First downs are within 3 of each other. Everything is just so similar, and then it's the turnovers, dude. It's just, and it has all the hallmarks, dude. All those turnovers, short fields, lots of touchdowns, not a lot of yards.
Yeah, you can't turn the ball over, man. It's really hard to win when you do.
Yep. All right.
Dolphins are dog. It's a sad state of affair for Florida coaches. Mike McDaniel's about to get fired too.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel was his seat. He wants it colder. Let's just put it that way. And Dinker, you're right. Gabriel does get a lot of heat. He gets a lot of hate from everyone. He's I liked him at Oregon. I'd never thought he was going to be an NFL quarterback. Yeah. So he gets a lot of hate. He's just small, dude. It's such a fucking he gets fucking swatted at the line, dude. That's a problem in the NFL, dude. There's guys that spent their entire career wanting to do that to people. They had 2 pass deflections off the line. Nah, he's not bad. He's just small. And we're seeing I don't think Kyler Murray's bad. He's just small, and he's been unsuccessful in the NFL because of it.
Yeah.
I think it's just a thing, man. It's not that he's bad. It's like when you're playing with freak athletes and people that truly got the genetic lottery in a lot of cases, there just comes a point where it's just a genetic, that's the thing with the highest level of athletes. It's very superficial. It does get to that point. And, there's a point where you're just like, he's not bad. He's not phenomenal. We've seen small quarterbacks be successful, but they're some of the best to ever do it when they do it.
Yeah.
And so he's not that. We've seen enough tape when he was in college and now with the Browns. I'm confident in that statement. I don't think this dude's pulling the MVP season out of his rear end.
He's just physically limited. Like he's just limited, I mean,
I think he just needs to go work out with Deshaun Watson, get a couple massages with him, and he'll probably be better after it. I don't know. All right, we gotta move on. We have the Vrabel revenge game, the Patriots versus the Titans.
Who could have seen this coming, Riley? Who could have seen it coming?
Yeah, dude, what dickheads would have guessed the outcome of this game in unison on a 3 count? I don't know, dude.
Dog. It's just if you're a Titans fan, like I'm dead serious. How close are you to killing yourself?
Oh, dude, we call this a bleach game. Also, they're gonna do a sewer slide. Come on, Preston. Jesus.
Yeah, no, that's
you gotta keep us in the algorithm.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They're doing bleach shots and taking sewer slots. But yeah, dude. I mean, they should. Back to what you were saying. Yeah, no, this is rough, dude. This is everything you don't want if you get rid of a head coach, right? Like obviously Vrabel had the year off, the sabbatical. I like we all call it, and now he's back, and he's back with a vengeance. He's with a team that he's got ties to, the team that he won championships with, and he's back in the spot that cast him out almost as stupidly as getting rid of blaming it on the kicker. Truly, another case. Getting rid of Vrabel for Tennessee is as stupid as cutting Young Hoku for missing 3 kicks. Yeah.
Dog, it was so bad. It was in Nashville. It was Mike Vrabel, coming back to the Titans, coming back to Tennessee. The Titans fans were chanting Mike Vrabel at the game.
Yep.
Like that's how bad you fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
Everyone knew how bad and how terrible of a decision that was to fire Mike Vrabel, one of the best, most underrated coaches in football, and just let him walk for nothing. And now he's with the Patriots.
Yeah.
And they're going to make the playoffs this year. They're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah. I mean, they were very good, dude. We talked about it at the beginning of the season. Mike Vrabel's a great coach.
Yes.
Like, they started off a little rocky and everyone started questioning it. But, now we're weeks in and they're 5-2. Right. They lost. They had the weird loss to the Raiders. Hey, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't the Steelers, was it? Yeah, it was the Steelers. They lost to the Steelers. And, 21-14, hey, happens. People were talking, they were 1-2, 3 weeks into the season, and people were like, nah, see, Vrabel's washed. The Titans were right to fire him. And now he went on a 4-game win streak. They're 5-2. He just obliterated the team that let him go. And they're sitting in a very pretty position, looking like they have a chance to actually fight for the AFC East.
Dog, they already beat the Bills.
Yep.
And look, man, to your point about Vrabel and coaching, the hallmark of a great coach?
What?
Is if your team gets better and better and better throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. It's just
it's true, dude. Listen. No, you're good. Keep going.
The Titans are not good. We keep on saying it, dog. They don't have a lot of talent. They have Jeffrey Simmons. I like Cam Ward, but they're doing their damnedest to make him the next Joe Burrow because they don't protect him at all. They just he gets fucking strip sacked. He doesn't have a whole lot of time to make throws and make decisions. They're just a bad team.
Yep.
They're a bad poverty team.
Yeah, it's not great. And New England, they had 5 sacks, 6 tackles for a loss. They scored a defensive touchdown as well. Yeah, dude, there's just that's a linebacker too. What was that? Was that a fumble recovery or something?
It was a strip sack.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, come on. It's just bad. And Tennessee they can't score throwing the ball. They can't run the ball. New England can do it all. Mike Vrabel is a he's got that Kurt Signetti effect, dude. That 1 year turnaround effect. It's real.
This was supposed to be a rebuild for them. They're 5-2.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, are you rebuilding when you've got a very talented young quarterback in Drake May and probably one of the best, the best offensive lineman out of this class in Will Campbell, but one of the best in the NFL already in a fresh rookie season, Will Campbell. And, Ramondre Stevenson, a veteran, a tested veteran in this league, someone that's been around, been with the Patriots, has a lot of love for this team specifically.
Yeah.
It's a great combo for them. They're in a great spot. 31-13. The butt whooping Mike Vrabel deserved to deliver.
Mm-hmm. Good for Mike Vrabel, man. I'm happy for him.
Speaking of butt kickings that were deserved to be delivered, the Chiefs beat the Raiders 31-0. That's it. That's all I have.
Yeah. Look, man.
You know what? Geno Smith did not throw any picks this game.
I'm proud of him. But they still got goose-egged.
They did.
It's dog. Oh, man. The Raiders are not a good team, man. Like, this is what a rebuild looks like. Like, because they've got Pete Carroll, another great coach, but they don't have a lot of talent, man.
Yeah.
And you don't have a great offensive line. I think the Genty pick was probably maybe the wrong selection because everyone talks about Jahmyr Gibbs getting drafted by the Lions, and a lot of people made fun of that pick. But I loved it because the Lions had the best offensive line in football, led by Penei Sewell, their right tackle, and they've got dogs up front, and that was their identity is they want to run the ball. And that's what Pete Carroll wants to do too, but you need the horses up front. You need the bubs to make it happen.
Yeah.
So that's
dude, and I've got such a problem with Pete Carroll. I mean, one of the things that's been bothering me this year is Jackson Powers Johnson, the whole story with him. How this dude was one of the best centers coming out. I mean, this kid is a phenomenal center. And Pete Carroll was forcing him to play guard. Like taking him out of his comfort position and forcing him to play a different position because he thinks it's better, which I get. But at the same time, if your offensive line has been dog shit and you've got a player who is like he is such a great center. He really was, man. We had such great tape on him at that position. Yeah. And you're not gonna at least entertain. He is not even entertaining readjusting the offensive line to allow JPJ to go to center. He is literally refusing to entertain it. Like people are asking him in post-game press conferences, post-practice press conferences. It comes up a lot around the Raiders organization, this whole thing about JPJ being forced to play guard. And he is doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on this being the right move. And their team is 2-5. They can't run the goddamn ball. They can't throw the goddamn ball. Their offensive line sucks. And you're like, you're not going to do anything. We're just going to sit here and let it be like this. All right, cool. I get it.
It sounds like they might have just given up on the year,
which is crazy. Fucking 8 weeks in, 7 weeks in, like whatever. Fucking, I will say there's one stat on this game that literally just made my jaw drop almost as I saw it. Because like when you watch a game, you get a context for a lot of stats, but there's one that in my mind, it's really hard to keep track of as you're watching. Like you can kind of feel it, but you don't really know. And that's time of possession, which is so important. The time of possession difference in this game, 42 minutes for the Chiefs, 17 for the Raiders. I was looking at the Chiefs defensive stats. And I was like, dude, their defense was playing really well. These stats are shit. And then I was like, nope. There's one thing there. I know there's one thing I need to go check before I keep talking. And I went and looked at that and I was like, makes sense. Their defensive stats suck because they only had 17 minutes on the field. That's insane, dude. The 3 and out in that is insane. So many 3 and outs. I'm going to count. All right, let's go. 5-play drive, 5-play drive, 3-play drive, 3-play drive, 4-play drive, 4-play drive, 1-play drive, 3 plays drive. That's the entire game for that. What I just read, That is every drive for the Raiders in this entire game. 5-play drive, another 5-play drive, a 3-play drive, a 1-play drive, a 3-play drive, a 4-play drive, 4-play drive, 1-play drive, 3-play. The most they got was 5, and those were in the first 2 drives.
Oh, dude. Yeah, no, that's fucking crazy. And
oh my God.
I mean, just hold the ball, just
offense wins offense is the best defense. It's just a fact.
Yeah, fucking Riley, you did remind. Can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah.
That reminded me of a game that I actually coached when I was at Richmond. We were playing Elon, and we had a bunch of turnovers, and our defense played really, really well. Do you know how many total defensive snaps we had, like, for the whole game?
I don't know. Excited.
It was less than 40. It was like 37.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's insane. I mean,
because one of my jobs was to go back in and, like, after the game, go put in like all of the data for us to watch film on it. And I was just like, usually this takes me a lot longer, but holy shit, there was like 37 defensive plays that I had to, put in all the information for. So yeah, like that was one of the best defensive games I've ever been a part of.
As you say that, I will inform you that the Chiefs played 30 defensive snaps this game.
That's fucking crazy. That is absurd.
They had, follow me on this, 77 offensive snaps. The Chiefs did. The Raiders were 0-7 on third down, 0-1 on fourth down.
That is
0-7.
That is
on third down.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Like, I mean, it makes sense though. Like, that's how you get blanked. You just can't keep possession of the ball.
Yeah, you don't play football, you're gonna lose bad. And that's kind of what that's what I've learned too, man. That's not playing football, dude. The Chiefs didn't have to do anything in the fourth quarter, dude. By the fourth quarter, they were literally coasting.
Yes.
I mean, it was insane. They were out there playing let's not get hurt football, which I love. It's smart. Smart out of Big Red. But
it never fucking works. What do you mean?
Oh, dude, it never fucking works. This never fucking works. Only
you
gotta hit them with it. They do have it. I was hoping they had it.
Let's go.
Oh, I have it muted.
Oh, they bleeped it.
Sorry.
Of course.
Coach, it doesn't.
Oh, there they go.
He was faking it.
There they go.
Got you. And Mahomes goes, gosh.
You just heard Tony Romo's orgasm.
Yeah.
Let me just try it again. Boom, first down.
This is crazy.
The ball carrier to pick it up.
Also, I love this.
That's all acting.
He's literally acting like, Coach, I told you.
Oh, dude, they love to glaze Patrick Mahomes.
They do, man.
I mean, the glaze is ridiculous.
By the way,
yeah.
But yeah, dude, this game was insane. That was a great little piece to finish it off on, a little bit of acting because I was trying to act interested the whole game.
You want to know what else is insane?
What else is insane?
The Eagles watched the TTT apparently.
Apparently, dude. Apparently, they finally decided to let A.J. Brown score touchdowns.
So they finally decided to get him the ball on non-curl routes.
True.
They were throwing the ball deep on posts and post corners and to the sideline and over the middle. And look what happens, man. Jalen Hurts plays one of the best games of his career.
Dude,
crazy how that happened.
The 300 yards between two receivers.
That's absurd. But
what a stat.
That's what this offense should be.
Yeah.
They've got that level of talent with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert.
Instead, they just want to push it 4 times in a row down the field. It is crazy. Like it's good to see the switch out of the Eagles. Will they keep doing it? Who knows? But they better, dude. Because I mean, if you see results like this in a game and you go away from it, you're actually insane.
Now, Riley, you want to know what Eagles fans are probably going to push back on? Because we know some Eagles fans, and we know that they're not the smartest.
Is it the squads no runs?
Well,
Or
yeah,
you got runs, no yards.
they're gonna push back and be like, well, we still can't run the ball. If you throw the ball like that, that opens up the run game.
It will.
The defenses have to respect Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. They will start lightening the box a little bit. And everyone knows you love to run against a light box.
Oh, man. The next person or the next team that they play are the Giants. It's
a revenge game. The Giants
It's a
got
revenge
them.
game. Dude, dude. It really was, dude. This is going to be a revenge game. And now the Giants are like, oh, my God, they learned how to throw the ball.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. No, that's rough. That's real rough of them.
Are the Giants going to have their same defensive coordinator that gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter?
We'll talk about him later, but we'll see.
I mean, look, man, it's just Carson Wentz. Dog, how could you trust in Carson Wentz?
I don't know, man. At some point, he's going to do something decent. But yeah, dude, 2 picks, 313 yards, 2 picks. It's a classic Carson Wentz game.
Classic Carson Wentz game. Also, we do have to shout out Cooper DeJean because Justin Jefferson, would have had a touchdown in the fourth quarter, but Cooper DeJean made a great play on the ball to knock it out of his hands. That was going to be a touchdown. And Justin Jefferson, after the game, disrespected Cooper DeJean, was like, no disrespect to Cooper, but I caught that and I just dropped it. Like, nah, dog, he made that play. Don't disrespect the white boy like that.
Yeah, nah, man. He made that play. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is for him to make that play? You know how much extra effort he had to put in? All the hours of grinding he had to put in to get to that play, dude. Come on, man. But yeah, besides that, I mean, that's a real story, dude. Jalen Hurts figuring out how to throw the ball, then pushing it downfield, 28-22. It was a close game, but they found out how to do it at the end. The Eagles are 5-2.
It's crazy, man. Like, you invest all that money into your quarterback, into your receivers, get them the ball.
Yeah.
Isn't that a crazy concept?
Oh, yeah. No, it's an insane concept. Speaking of crazy concepts, let's talk about one of the craziest concepts in the world, and that's asking ourselves questions. What's wrong with the Jets today? Well, what's wrong with the Jets is they lost to the Panthers, and they still have yet to
7.
0-7.
0-7. Bench their starting quarterback, who shouldn't have been the starter to begin with.
Actually, I guess. Wait, did they bench Tyrod or they bench Justin?
They benched Justin for Tyrod.
Oh, man, that's, yeah. I came in, I was like, Tyrod. Why is Tyrod playing? Oh, man. That was, hey, man. They tried, I guess. It was it's a close game, dude. It's the Jets, man. They keep playing these teams so close and having chances and just not doing anything.
They don't know how to win.
They kicked a field goal at the end of the game. That really pissed me off. They were losing 13-3, and they kicked a field goal instead of going for like a 4th and 4.
Yeah, that's a loser mentality. They don't know how to win, man.
Dude, it's such a problem out there. There's really not much to say, dude. Carolina Panthers, the 4-3 Carolina Panthers, by the way, their first away game.
Crazy.
Yeah. The 4-3 Carolina Panthers, they split the backfield, which I think is like not having Rico Dowdle as your number one, but then treating him as your number one. Because that was the thing. Like coming into this game, Rico Dowdle, he had 2 phenomenal games coming into this.
200 yards.
2 insane games, phenomenal games coming into this week. And Chuba Hubbard, he's been injured. Obviously, that's why Rico Dowdle got the nod to go get those games. And he came back for this game. And I mean, I love Chuba Hubbard. This isn't even anything on him, but Rico Dowdle earned number one spot, dude.
He did.
I know it's hard to like kick a dude off of number one when he was hurt. You know, it's always one of those big no-nos in coaching, but like, I don't know, man. There's 200. Even Chuba Hubbard had to be like, nah, dude, give him the ball. I don't know.
He just went for 200, man.
But
Like,
I just have such a I don't know. It's such an ire with them for making Rico Dowdle, like not giving Rico Dowdle the respect to be number one on the depth chart, like get that starting nod, but treat him as the starting back because he ran the ball more and caught some passes. Like he did way more. I don't know. It's one of those things.
Riley, I know I talk about him a lot. He is one of the best defensive tackles in all of football. No one knows about him because he plays for the Panthers. But go look at what Derek Brown did.
I already know. I watched Derek Brown swat Tyrod's shit twice in a row. Yeah. Like he got 3 pass deflections off the defensive line. 2 of them were back to back, and it was disrespectful. But yeah, 7 tackles, 4 solo, 2 sacks, 3 pass deflections, and 3 QB hits.
Yeah.
You want to talk about all over the field, you're right, dude. That's it. You know, the big dudes in the middle, it's usually not a stat chasing position. You're usually not out there doing work like this. But
you allow others to get stats because you just clog everything up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's not your job. Your job isn't typically to get stats. But so that's why when you see a guy like Derek Brown, a guy like Aaron Donald, a guy like Chris Jones, you know, these elite level interior defensive linemen that do a job that is so thankless, you know, traditionally, but find a way to not only do the thankless job, but God damn it, they get the stats with it. It's beautiful. And I love it.
Man.
Like, I mean, this was kind of an interior bub battle defensively because Derek Brown versus Quinnen Williams is, I mean, a phenomenal matchups.
2 of the best defensive tackles in the entire league.
Dude,
they just play for shitty teams.
I was going to say they're legit the number 1 and number 2 best interior defensive linemen on trash teams.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons is up there too. He plays for the Titans.
He is. That's number 3. That's a solid number 3. I think that rounds it out for me. That's my top 3. But yeah, dude. I mean, there's not much to be said about a game that was fucking 13-6. The Carolina Panthers, they won it. They snuck it out. They didn't let them score, which was, I mean, very impressive. No touchdowns. They just kept them out of there. They moved to 4-3, and they keep their hopes alive of, I don't know what their hopes are at this point. Fucking themselves out of a decent draft. That's what their hopes are.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, are they going to compete for the NFC South? Probably not, dude. The Buccaneers look so good.
They do.
So what are your hopes for a 4-3 Panthers? I don't know.
They just bodied the Falcons, so they've got that going for them.
Yeah, they do. It's, you know. Let's talk about giving up 33 points in the fourth quarter. Yeah, this was insane.
Riley, in what world is it a smart decision to, on critical third downs, take out your 2 best defensive players in Dexter Lawrence and Abdul Carter, to take them out of the game?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, no, it's insane.
What the fuck?
It's the Giants, and, you know, they paid for it, dude. They paid with their soul.
Like, you gave up 33 points in a quarter.
Yeah, to lose. Yeah, 33 to lose.
To fucking Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I don't even know what to say about this game. The Giants are fucking dog shit.
Dude, yeah.
I mean, Brian Daboll should get fired. Joe Shane should have been fired.
Yeah.
Shane Bowen, the defensive coordinator, absolutely needs to be fired. You play the Eagles next week, and they know how to pass the ball now. You know?
Yeah, no, the Giants are in a bad spot, dude. This was a game where they looked so good for the whole game, just to absolutely Chernobyl level meltdown in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
You would shut them out through 3 quarters. You gave up 33 in the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
On what world do you take out Dexter Lawrence and Abdul Carter in critical situations when you're trying to win a football game?
Yeah. Like,
and the momentum is slipping away from you.
Yeah. Like, if it's like a fucking 3rd and 18, I can vibe with the Dexter Lawrence, right? But Abdul Carter is a nasty pass rusher. Like, taking him out at any point in time in any kind of down on a critical situation is crazy. Like, their defensive line is your hope. Like, might as well
That's how
call
you
the
get
Giants
pressure.
Dude, you might as well call the Titans defensive line, or the Titans. That's what I'm thinking about, shitty teams. New York Giants defensive line Obi-Wan, because it's that team's only hope. I mean,
Yeah.
and they just, they keep doing stupid stuff, keep putting themselves in unideal situations consistently. Like, what? No, it makes no sense. This team, scrap the entire coaching staff. Let the first dude to make it to MetLife Stadium to sign up to be coach, and they'll probably be better.
I mean, look, dog, I would coach the Giants.
Oh, dude.
Like, I would love to coach the Giants.
I feel like most drunken New York, New Jersey guys could just go out there and yell at them to play ball. Like, if they said nothing more than, "What are you doing, guys? Play some goddamn ball," and just let those players do what they thought was right, they'd probably be better than the coaching staff they currently have.
I mean, dog, you've got Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
That is the best defensive line in football.
Yep.
It should be. Like, what are you doing? And then did you see the video of Brian Burns walking back into the locker room, like in the tunnel, of him screaming about how stupid the defensive coordinator was?
Yeah, no, that shit was crazy.
To continue to call fucking prevent defense when it hadn't worked all fucking game to that point. And we're just going to keep doing it.
And it was only a field goal. It's not like they needed a touchdown, dude. You're preventing touchdowns.
Yes.
Like, that's to make sure you don't get Hail Mary to one. Yeah, no, it's insane.
You're preventing yourself from winning. That's what you're doing.
That coach is preventing himself from being employed.
Yes.
I mean, that's the prevent he's running.
It's like that fucking Goofy meme. Fuck it, I'll do it again.
Yeah. We're going to do it again, guys.
Fuck it. Not. I mean, shout out to the Broncos, man. You know, this was an impressive win. They're 5-2 now.
Mm-hmm.
And the Giants, they just fucking suck. The Giants are poverty. I don't know what else to say.
There's not much else to say, man. There's really not much else to say. The Giants are poverty. Let's talk about 2 teams on the other side of poverty, though. We're going to talk about the Colts and the Chargers. This was a game. Justin Herbert. I mean, he's having a weird case of ball out, but also fuck up. I mean, obviously they had no run game. But
no. I
mean, besides those 2 interceptions and a couple other boneheaded plays, he played a really good game. I mean, he really did. He had kind of a very consistent game. So
what do I keep telling you, Riley? Like, as soon as you start to believe in Justin Herbert, this is what he does.
Yeah.
He's the perfect quarterback for the Chargers. Because is that not the story of the Chargers?
Yeah.
As soon as you start to believe them, they let you down. Like clockwork.
Yeah. No,
it's fucking crazy.
It's real. It's damn real. But like, this is one of those games where you're just kind of questioning, really, like, I mean, there's 2 interceptions, I get it, but dude, this game was, the Colts they kind of snatched this motherfucker viciously. You know, Jonathan Taylor is making himself known as one of the premier backs in the NFL. That's easy enough to say. 3 touchdowns on the day, 94 yards. He's there. But
Yep.
this team is just dominating. I mean, in such slight ways too, because it's not like the scoreboard and the stats reflect this crazy domination. I mean, they did let up 420 yards passing to a quarterback, but at the same time, they only let up 24 points. I remember the rule in football being bend, don't break. And that's what they're doing, dude, on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. I mean, look, man, we have to the Indianapolis Colts are 6-1.
Mhm.
We have to, I was a skeptic. I will admit that. But dog, they seem to be rallying behind Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor and that really good offensive line.
Yeah.
The quarterback play has been so bad for them recently that I think people kind of forgot how kind of good of a roster they do have assembled around just the shitty quarterbacks. Look, man, if they continue to play like this, they're a real threat,
They are. 6-1's a legit. I mean, that's threat status, dude. That's bullseye on your back status right there. Now you're talking about teams. They're not questioning. They're like, no, we have to take these guys serious, and we have to really break it down. And like you said, they have a phenomenal offensive line, anchored by Quentin Nelson. He's one of the best to ever do it. Truly, I mean, that dude's a monster, and he can keep that offensive line in check all game. Make sure they see the right things, make sure they're in the right protections. That takes a little bit off of Daniel Jones, helps him think about the plays. And I mean, this team they're humming. It's no other way to say it but that.
Yeah.
All right. 38-24 in the final on that one. But now
I'm gonna let you take this one, Riley.
Yeah, man. I mean, the next one is the first of the divisional meetings between these two teams, the Commanders and the Cowboys. And I mean, this was the perfect meeting of a team in a weird downslide with the Commanders. I mean, we went without wide receiver 1, 2, and 3 this game. Our starting wide receiver, wide receiver 1 was Luke McCaffrey. He was only targeted twice. Jalen Lane, Chris Moore and Robbie Chosen both brought off the practice squad for this, which is insane. Like, just
crazy.
A slap together wide receiving core. And, Dallas, on the other hand, the exact opposite, where they just got CD back, They got one of their most powerful weapons, and they're a team that was looking good. And really, that was kind of the difference for them, man. They started throwing the ball early, aggressively, pushing it down the field. CeeDee Lamb, get him involved. George Pickens, get him involved. And then as the game went on, they switched from the throw to the run. I mean, it was just good football out of the Cowboys. I mean, it really is. One side.
Are you worried? Are you worried about the Commanders? Because they are now 3-4.
Nah, listen, dude. We say this phrase a lot. I don't get mad about going to the Orange Bowl. 2 years ago, if you'd have told me we were 3-4, 7 weeks in, I'd be so happy that we won 3 games. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a better team than we've ever been. And, besides, like last year at this point, we're a little bit better, but honestly, we still have a game to lose to even match that record. We could beat that record still. Yeah, I mean, worried. It's just injuries, man. It is. It's every team's problem. I'm as worried, I guess, as any fan with a team that's been hurt to all hell. I mean,
yeah,
it's hard when you're not having wide receiver 1, 2, and 3 is rough. The inconsistent offense, or the offensive line that's been plagued by injuries and inconsistent because of it, is rough. We lost our leading pass rusher in Dorrance Armstrong. He's done for the season with a knee injury now. They announced that earlier this week. So now we're down our best. He had 5.5 sacks through 6 games.
Damn.
Yeah. And so, we're losing just, great top players for us. And, Jaden, he went down with a hamstring injury. It is confirmed that is not that serious. They have not confirmed whether or not he will be playing Monday against the Chiefs, but they said it's not a long-term injury. It's nothing super serious. So that's good. But besides that, man, it's injuries, it's inconsistencies. I mean, I don't even want to. Yeah, there were so many that game was just so weird, man. The refs were fucking trash, not just on us. It was both sides. They just sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Like they fucking sucked. Like it was so bad. And then of course Jerry Jones's super magnifying glass in the second half just causing fucking problems, dude. That shit's so in the stadium build. The light that they put in those eyes is so crazy, dude. We had just like small errant mistakes, all because these motherfuckers are playing with a magnifying glass in their eyes. No excuses. The fucking Cowboys played great football, though. I mean, that's really it.
Oh shit. Dax is playing good football, man.
Yeah, Dak's playing good. I mean, they're pushing the ball. They're not really. It's like two read football for him.
Mm-hmm.
Their offensive line is playing very well right now. They're starting
able
to
to
get
run
their
the
shit
ball.
together. Yeah, they're starting to get their shit together.
Like now that they have CeeDee Lamb back and George Pickens really emerged when he was out. He really stepped up.
Yeah,
they've been able to run the ball with Javonte Williams. Now you've got your two best receivers, and Dak is playing really good. Maybe the best ball of his entire career.
Yeah, probably.
The problem is the defense.
Yep. Suspect as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And this game, I think they benefited exponentially for us having young wide receivers, guys that were just coming off the practice squad, shit like that. Because so many drop balls. I'm just going to go down the line here and give you a bunch because these are names that aren't usually associated. Jalen Lane, 6 targets, 3 receptions.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Moore, 5 targets, 2 receptions. Zach Ertz, one of our reliables, 7 targets, 3 catches.
Damn.
Like Luke McCaffrey, 2 targets, 0 catches.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the young wide receivers. It's hard. Injuries. It's rough to play through, man. It's rough to play through.
Yep.
All right.
Cowboys are now 500, 3-3. Commanders fall to 3-4.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting.
Right there. See who's going to actually compete against the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This next game, I also got to do a quick shout out with this next game. Shout out Mo. Happy birthday, Morgan.
Yep.
And for a present, you got a Packers win.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Arizona Cardinals 27-23. Jacoby Brissett. Shout out to Jack Lee. This was the very first comment.
Yeah.
The very first comment of the stream. Dude, Jacoby Brissett. Is Jacoby Brissett the starting quarterback from the Cardinals going on? I mean, I know they're losing, but dude, he's doing so much more. Like, he's getting so much more production out of this team than Kyler Murray was.
Well, right now, yeah, because Kyler's too busy playing fucking, Battlefield.
Well, COD's, dude, the COD release is a couple weeks away. So,
ooh,
yeah, dude, I think they might have to go with Jacoby Brissett. But seriously, like outside of obviously Kyler Murray's dealing with injuries, but like even when he's healthy, man, I think they really need to think because Jacoby Brissett's brought a different energy to this team. This team was taking shots at a very good Packers defense. And I don't think Kyler Murray is going to do it the same.
No, I agree with you. It's just, look, man, the Cardinals, they have talent. They're young. They're trying to rebuild. I don't know if Kyler is the answer long term. I don't know if they think that either.
Yeah.
It's just, you've got Marvin Harrison Jr., you've got Trey McBride, you've got really good young players. Yeah. Obviously you've got Buda Baker. I really like Walter Nolan.
Yeah.
So you've got young guys. Will Johnson on that Cardinals defense, another rookie. Like they've got some guys that they can build around. They just have to keep building, man. They just have to, just keep grinding, keep building that roster up.
On the other side, I mean, the Packers defense once again showing up as advertised. Micah Parsons, 3 sacks, 6 total as a team for the Packers, 9 tackles for a loss, 4 pass deflections, and 12 quarterback hits. Through all of that, Jacoby Brissett threw 0 interceptions. I think that's one of the more impressive stats of the game. Like, honestly, with that kind of pressure, every team that we've seen so far through this breakdown, any team that's coming to that pressure, that quarterback's had 1, if not 2 or more interceptions this week.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett is the first one that we've seen with, that kind of pressure with no turnovers. So that's good for them. Well, he had a turnover, he had a fumble, but no picks. He gets sacked 6 times. One of those is likely to be a strip, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep your boys safe. But that's it, man. 27-23. I mean, they didn't need to do much. It was a very one side of the field kind of football game for the Packers.
The Cardinals turned the ball over one time, and it cost them.
It did. I mean, that's all it was, dude. It was the end, fourth quarter. Green Bay's 14-point fourth quarter is what caused them to win, and that's really it, dude. One turnover. That's all it is.
I do want to say one more thing, Riley. So I don't know if you remember, but remember all the Packers fans that were like, oh my gosh, we drafted Matthew Golden. It's the first time we've ever drafted a wide receiver in forever in the first round. Matthew Golden, I said it, dog. He wasn't the best receiver on his own fucking college team. What the fuck made you think he's a wide receiver number 1 in the NFL?
Yeah.
And I think he's proven that he is not.
No, he's got a lot of drops under his name. It's kind of rough. All right.
I don't know, man. What do I know?
Let's talk about other people being stupid, like the Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this was Mac Jones coming in to this team. I mean, I know he didn't do that great statistically. He had the interception, but he is exactly what this team needed to make sure they don't lose big games. I mean, once again, it's not like he did great, but he's done enough. And they've continued to win with Brock Purdy out. And I think that is crazy impressive.
Honestly, do you know what Kyle Shanahan is telling Mac Jones?
What?
You're gonna hand the ball off to CMC.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we have to throw it, you're going to throw the ball to CMC.
It's so true, dude.
That's what he's doing.
He is their squad dog. I mean, CMC is such an explosive player. If you have him on your roster, dude, you got to use it. You got to use it. You got to throw it to him. You got to let him run it. They let him run it for 24 times. They threw it to him 8 times. He caught 7 of them.
Yeah. For 72 yards, man.
Yeah. 2 touchdowns on the ground. I mean, this was a team that, they got George Kittle back, but, obviously with Mac Jones at quarterback, that means less. They do have, this is another team that's fighting injuries with 2 hands. I mean, everything they have, they're trying to stay healthy. And
Fred Warner's on IR now.
Yeah, dude. This team is so hurt. Like, you could go through the IR list of the San Francisco 49ers and you probably have a jaw dropped.
Yeah.
I love seeing Mac Jones credited in the defensive side for getting the tackle off his own pick. That's amazing.
Yep.
But the real thing is the 49ers, they just play their game against anyone, which I think is very nice to see. You see a lot of teams that will just try to figure out, what the other team, what's this defense look like? What this team, they run this kind of defense. How do we beat it? I think there's something to be said in the modern NFL for a coach like Shanahan being like, nah, this is what we're going to do. Obviously there's certain times where you're going to be like, all right, well, we can't do this, right now. We got to switch it up a little bit. But for the most part, they come out, hand the ball off, quick passes, the West Coast scheme, and they run it.
They do what they do.
They do what they do.
That's a common thing in coaching. We do what we do.
Yep.
Fucking stop it.
Absolutely.
Because we believe that we are so good at what we do that you will not be able to stop it all game. Like, you might be able to slow it down, but you won't be able to stop it.
Yeah, aside from one interception, they couldn't stop anything out of the 49ers. The Falcons, and on the flip side for them, Bijan Robinson, he had a rough game. We haven't really seen him, at least in the rushing game. I mean, he had the big touchdown. All right, not that big. I don't know. He broke a touchdown in the receiving game. But we'll see him bounce back from that. Just a lackluster performance out of the Falcons. A good enough performance out of the 49ers. 20-10 is your final score. It's that kind of game. Just that kind of game.
The Falcons don't have an identity, man. Like, honestly, I think that's their problem. They've got all this talent, but they don't know how to use it properly. You've got Bijan Robinson, Drake May, and Kyle Pitts, and they just if you've got Bijan Robinson, okay, are we going to run the ball? No. We've got Michael Penix, we're going to throw the ball. You've got all this talent. I don't think they do a good job of utilizing it. They don't have a real identity. Yeah, and I think that's why we see some of these games, they look great. Some of these games, they look fucking awful.
Yep.
They're not consistent.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's, what I was saying for the 49ers, take the exact opposite, and that's what you get in a team like the Falcons. They are a team that is trying to figure out, you can tell it's the 49ers are known for having a good front, good run-stopping front. So what did the Falcons do? They kind of pushed away from the run at the beginning. They stayed to the passing game, and that wasn't really working for them. They weren't really finding success, and then they, switch back to the run for a little bit, don't find success, go back to passing. It's pick something, dog. Fucking just come into a game, even if it switches game to game, have a game plan for the game,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's too flip-floppy for me out of them.
Yeah.
That's why they lost 20-10.
Well, we do know what the Lions' identity is, Riley.
Oh, yeah. They want to run the ball. They did. Dude, Sonic is chasing rings, and this is the exact kind of game where he is showing just that. Jahmyr Gibbs, 17 carries for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Let's add in 3 catches for 82 yards. That is a 27.3 average. Receiving, I don't know, man. What a great game out of Sonic, man.
He is that good, man. If him behind that great offensive line, it just causes the entire league problems. You could argue he's the best running back in football. You could argue he is the most complete back in football.
Yeah. I
get it. Saquon would have an argument, Jonathan Taylor and Christian McCaffrey, but Jahmyr Gibbs is right up there.
I mean, yeah, it's a very close neck between those names you just said. I think it has to be respected, dude. He is so consistent. They come out every week, and they're going to give you a dose of Sonic and Knuckles. You got to pick which one's going to hurt you. And that's what I like is David Montgomery is also a great back. I mean, this is a game where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers said, we're not going to let their power back hurt us. They went all in to stop David Montgomery running, which they did pretty efficiently. But the back end of that is when you stop the Lions' power run scheme, they literally can. It's just to flip a switch, and they can switch from being a power run game to a quick zone scheme, an outside zone scheme with Jahmyr Gibbs, and then they start hitting that until you leave the middle open again. They run them right up the middle for a 78-yard touchdown.
It's literally okay, you're gonna stop David Montgomery. Okay, that's a choice. Fuck you. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs.
And the better thing is, you should wait and see what happens when you decide to sell out and stop both of the running backs.
Yeah.
But let's talk about. I mean, this is the play I was talking about, specifically referencing with after a little bit of a series running the outside zone, they just bust one right up the middle, and no one's ready for it, and he's gone for 78.
I mean, he's so explosive, man. He's so explosive.
I mean, we're going to look at this, and it's just a double team in the middle. Boom. Off to the linebacker, beautifully leaves the gate open just so Jahmyr Gibbs can make it through.
Look at that
Crack block.
combo, Riley.
Boom.
And then work your way up to the backer and seal off that gap.
Dude, I mean, when you talk about offensive linemen in a set like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have this double team right here.
Yep.
They got to go right here. Now, in the offensive line terms, we used to call this the saloon door. Old saloon doors, they swing in and swing open.
Mm-hmm.
And what you want to do is you want to open the saloon door right here. So these two big guys, they just get in their blocks. What they got to do, they got to get both of their backs facing each other. So those dudes are completely out of it. And they do just that. Jahmyr Gibbs is wide open. That dude, all he can do is try. But that's all you got. I mean, that's a beautiful play out of them.
And that's Jahmyr Gibbs out the gate. You're not catching him.
Yeah, no, he was wide up. I mean, he had a safety. A safety could see him coming and then watch him leaving, and that's all. That's the only chance he had. Yeah, that's not a man you're beating in a foot race.
No. And on the flip side, Riley, Baker Mayfield, he did play great. He had another really good game. Dog, the Buccaneers have just been fucked by injury. Mike Evans with a broken clavicle. He's probably out for the season, which is
he is.
Really,
no, he's
really...
done. They confirmed he's done for the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks because he was trying to break Jerry Rice's a consecutive 1,000-yard receiving seasons record. He had 11. He's tied with Jerry Rice with 11.
Yeah.
And he was going to try to get 12 this year. Obviously, that's over. He's not going to get it. And I really hope we see Mike Evans again, man. I don't want that to be the last play we see of Mike Evans in his NFL career.
Yeah, no, it's sad. But, I mean, Mike Evans is getting up there in age. He's had a few injuries now in the past couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Big ones, too. And, clavicle is such a hard one for a wide receiver, dude. That affects your range of motion. It makes it hard for you to go up and high point a ball, long term. I hate, Mike Evans feels like he's been with us through our childhood at this point. He's been in the NFL for so long. I feel like I've grown up watching Mike Evans play football, and the thought of him not playing anymore sucks. But, if it comes down to an injury choice, you got to make the injury choice.
I mean,
but besides that, dude, what?
I remember watching him at Texas A&M with Johnny Football.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Like, you could argue Mike Evans made Johnny Football.
He helped him. That's for sure.
Yeah, he absolutely helped him.
Go watch some Manziel Magic highlights, and you'll see who's catching the ball at the end of a lot of them.
Yeah, it's Mike Evans. It's just, but I mean, look, man, shout out to the Lions defense. They've obviously had some injuries of their own. But they held this Bucs offense in check. They held them to 251 total yards. That's Baker Mayfield, the leading MVP candidate, who they did that to.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Dog, that's impressive.
Dude, holding the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, not letting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers put up 14 on you, I think is impressive. Only giving up one touchdown to them is crazy. Yeah, nah. I mean, great game out of the Lions, but that's a team that you expect this kind of performance out of, and they really step up.
This was another Lions statement win, man. Like they just when you start to doubt them a little bit, obviously they lose to the Chiefs last week. They've got that ugly shit with Brian Branch at the end. I said it, man. Like I think this was going to be a statement win. They were going to have something to prove in this game because that's a damn good Buccaneers team.
Yeah, and in the NFC. Yeah, dude, this was a matchup that could decide an eventual number 1 seed for the playoffs. So they knew they needed to win that, and they did it, dude. They put themselves in that position. Now they're both 5-2, the Buccaneers and the Lions, respectively. That's the top of the NFC right there.
Yeah.
All right, last game. We have the Texans versus the Seahawks. What do I got to say? This game fucking sucked. I hate that I watched it.
You watched this game.
I watched. Yeah, I mean, I was already up. You know?
Yeah, I feel it.
I mean,
I feel it.
you know, I was casually watching it in and out. JSN had a great game. You got to give shouts to JSN. He really
He's
had
a
kind of
stud, man.
yeah, he
He's
had kind of a
stud.
breakout game. He had a few drops. I mean, he had 14 targets, only caught 8. Some of them weren't drops. There were a couple that were. But overall, the Seattle Seahawks, they're 5-2. You know, what do we
5-2
say?
Seahawks.
Yeah, is it time to have a conversation about the 5-2 Seattle Seahawks?
I think so, man. Like Sam Darnold, it looks like the problem was just the Jets. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
He's
No,
been-
well, I'm sorry, the Jets and the Panthers.
Yes,
And the
yes,
Panthers.
you are correct.
Yeah,
You
we
are
can't forget.
correct.
We can't forget the Panthers, the Jets, and the Panthers. Yeah, no, I mean, let's have this conversation.
Mhm.
Did the Vikings fuck up letting Sam Darnold walk?
Yeah, I think you can make that argument. I know they really like JJ McCarthy. I was not a JJ McCarthy fan coming out of Michigan. He was the definition of a game manager.
Yep.
And I get it. Jim Harbaugh fucking slobbed on him all he wanted to. But if you actually watched Michigan, they didn't allow him to do too much. They were just going to run the ball because they were fucking great at it.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, here's I got this one point because I've
Mhm.
been thinking about it for a while with JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Because you're right. Harbaugh did slob his knob, right?
He
He
did.
was like, this is great. But you know what Harbaugh didn't do? He didn't do any effort to try to get him as his quarterback.
No.
If Harbaugh really thought JJ McCarthy was all that shit, he would have went out and did something to try to procure him. It's just Harbaugh's too. That's the kind of way he operates. If he has a player that he loves, he will get that player. That's how both of them operate. As you know, they both have that. They're loyal guys. If they have a dude that they love, they will do everything they can to bring him in.
Yep.
As soon as Harbaugh made no effort to try to get JJ, I was like, all right, whatever. And you know, he hasn't said anything. JJ McCarthy getting rid of Sam Darnold, who led you to an undefeated season until obviously, you know, the later end of the year meltdown for the Vikings. But besides that, dude, like that much of a team meltdown, how much can you really blame on the quarterback? And they did so great just to let him go, dude, just to let him go. I don't know.
You know, I wasn't a fan of JJ coming out, like I just said. I mean, Sam Darnold obviously has all the talent. He was drafted number 3 overall for a reason.
Yeah.
That was just the Jets and the Panthers doing Jets and Panthers things.
Well, you know,
they're not good teams.
He had to go get an exorcism, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And look, man, like he's Sam Darnold's been playing really well.
Yeah.
You know, he has been.
He's
and
winning games.
They've got a young stud in Jackson Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are 5-2, man. And the Vikings, I think you do have to start having that conversation. Did we fuck up by letting Sam Darnold go?
Yeah. Because, I mean, obviously JJ's hurt. Now you're stuck with Carson Wentz, and now you're just kicking yourself in the butt. But, yeah, dude, the Seattle Seahawks, 27-19. This was just solid win from them, a tough win. You know, it wasn't a great game. It was kind of ugly. But if you win those games, if you win those ugly games, that's a good sign for your team. If you can right yourself from the waves and then resist, you know, at the end of the game, the Houston Texans, they try to take some ground at the very end, you know, one last hope. And the Seattle Seahawks said, nah, dude, you can't.
This Texas offense isn't very good, man. And it's crazy, man. The Houston Texans and the Texans Longhorns both have the same problem. They don't have offensive lines.
Yeah.
And the rest of the offense suffers because of it. CJ Stroud can't get any protection. They can't run the ball effectively. Like your offense just stalls out a lot. They can't. It's just You need to invest in the offensive line. You traded away I will keep saying this, Riley. You traded away your best offensive lineman in Laramie Tunsil, and you did nothing to address it.
Yeah, 0. And shouts to the Seattle Seahawks defense as well. 3 sacks, 10 tackles for a loss, 12 pass deflections. I mean, and they were coming from all over, dude. And then 7 quarterback hits.
Those are Legion of Boom numbers, dog.
Yeah, nah, man. And they got the pick. Yeah, nah, they came out playing great ball.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it.
Oh, Riley, one more thing. What? Thursday.
Yes.
We sometimes forget to do it. But
we forget to do it.
Yeah.
A lot.
We've got the Vikings at the Chargers at SoFi Stadium.
Vikings at Chargers. This is a neutral site game, but I'm going to take the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm also going to take the Chargers. Like you said, man, I don't trust Carson Wentz.
Yeah, not anymore, dude. I picked them once. I'm not doing it again. Yeah, dude. I'm going to pick the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert throws for another 400 on the Vikings. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
But everybody, we appreciate you for tuning in. Drop a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms at Trash Talk Tailgate. We're everywhere. Come check out our shorts. Tell someone about the TTT today. But for this episode, we're going to wrap up and get out of here, y'all. Peace.